I started reselling back in 2012, over 10 years ago. Board games. I have made tens of thousands of dollars on these items. Used board games. I would never ignore my kids, unless I'm busy, which is like all the time. Board games. So I watch a lot of resellers on YouTube. It's how I learned to do this business, and I continue to watch. And one thing that none of them seem to talk about, which drives me bonkers because there's so much money to be made. And maybe you're like me, and some of the YouTubers that you watch out there are the ones that go to garage sales and thrift stores and they show you what they find out in the wilds. And all the time I see resellers walk right past these. They don't scan them. They just ignore them. They act like they're not there. Kind of like I do with my children that I don't have. I would never ignore my kids unless I'm busy, which is like all the time. Board games, and I'm talking about used board games. And you can find these things out in the wilds for so cheap, $1, $2, $3 max, maybe 4 or 5 at thrift stores. And while they're not huge in value, some are. Some can be $50, $60, $70, even $100. But even common games like these can sell for $20, $25, $30. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? So I can sell this game for $23.88, and after all FBA fees, and shipping fees, and everything you can see on the screen, I bought this for $1 plus 10 cents, so it's $1.10 after tax. And I'm gonna make $10.54 off of this game. Now I will admit, those resellers who are exclusively selling on eBay, it is tougher to turn a profit on eBay selling board games, specifically because if they're only selling for about $20 to $25, that's total cost with shipping included. These games tend to be 2 to 3 pounds, and after shipping, even the cheapest rate of shipping, which would probably be something like UPS ground, you're still looking at a $12 to $13 range. If you're selling a game for 20 bucks and it's 13 bucks to ship it, and that's coming out of your pocket, there might not be anything. You might even lose money if you're selling a game for 20 to 25 bucks on eBay. Operation Despicable Me. As a reseller, do you know how many times people have called me despicable? The only thing despicable is the amount of money you're not making, because you didn't buy this for $1.10 like I did. Sell it for just about 16 bucks. I'm gonna make a little over $6 on this game. But there are definitely games out there, like I mentioned, that can be over $35, $40, $50, up to $100 that are worth selling on eBay despite the high shipping cost. That said, I sell the majority of my used board games on Amazon, the Amazon platform, through the Amazon FBA program. Now, if you're not familiar with that program, I suggest Googling it or watching other YouTubers. There's no sense in me really going over this. There's been so many other people that are more eloquent and can describe this way better than I can. I highly recommend you check it out. And just like any other site, there are fees to selling and using the Amazon FBA program. But that said, it is well worth it. The point is, you can make a lot of money by selling used board games, especially when every thrift store has shelves and shelves of games. And no matter where you go in the US, you will always find used board games for sale for very cheap, especially garage sales or your friend's house or your parents' house. Your kids probably have games they don't want anymore. Dragon Ball Z Monopoly, I'm selling this game for about $29 on Amazon. I got this as part of a storage unit find, so basically all that storage unit stuff is already sold and I've already made my money back. So this one is basically a freebie, it's pure profit, so I'm gonna make about $14 to $15 on this sucker alone. And another seen it, Disney's seen it. Have you seen it? I can use that joke as many times as I want. It's always funny every time. I paid about $4, so this is a little bit more. $4 is still a great deal because I'm selling it for $22 on Amazon. After fees and everything, I'm gonna be making about 14 bucks. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. And Doctor Who Monopoly, it's selling for about 35 bucks on Amazon. After fees and my purchase price of $3 on this game, I'm gonna make about 20 bucks. As you can see, none of these games on an individual level are gonna make me rich. However, just these 5 games, I'm over 10 times my money. And with the amount of used board games out there, you can see how it all adds up very quickly. If you end up selling 40, 50, 100 of these board games a month, you're talking about 4 figures in sales and money that goes into your pocket to pay your bills and to buy freedom doing more of the things that you love. So that's it for this video. Board games, new board games, old board games, used board games, so much board games that it's gonna make you board games. Check out the Amazon FBA program. Again, find somebody on YouTube that talks about how to do it exactly. There's a lot of people that are teaching step-by-step process, but don't pay for it. There's plenty of great advice out there for free on YouTube about the Amazon FBA program. I've been doing it for over 10 years now. Board games alone have made me a small fortune. So I hope to see you out there in the wilds. Thanks for checking it out.